Hey Ty, how's it going today?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Is it a little surprising to you that there's only 10 games after tonight, or is it the opposite where you feel like this season's just been a long grind?
I feel like it's gone fast, to be honest. I was talking with Lawrence about it, about a week ago. We have 15 games left, and just like the season's flown by, to me personally.
And we always talk about like the habits that you want to build throughout the season. If there could be one habit defensively that you all could hone on in the last 10 games, what would it be?
Communication, like I said, we have all the right schemes, we have the players, we have the foundation, but just our communication on the floor, talking out our switches, getting back and getting matched in transition and things like that. We have a quiet team by nature, but, we do have to do a better job with our communication.
Thanks, Sabrina. You can go ahead.
Hey Ty, I wanted to know if there's any update on Serge, and if you guys have any, concerns about working him back into the starting lineup with 11 games left.
He got on the floor. I think it was yesterday when we left. Kind of everything runs together, but he was on the floor playing a little 4-on-4. I think 5-on-5, 4-on-4 maybe. And he's progressing. Like I said, we're not sure the timetable when he'll be back, but that was his first time getting on the floor and actually doing some playing, so that's a good start.
Is there any thought about, Zubac starting since he's been doing so well in his absence?
Yes, ma'am. It's been thought.
Thanks, Ty.
Thanks. We go to Law.
Hey Ty, just to follow up on Sabrina's question, did Serge or Pat or Kawhi for that matter, wind up traveling even though they're out?
Kawhi traveled. Serge and Pat did not.
Okay, and we saw that Rajon Rondo was questionable with the wrist issue. Just want to know if he's playing.
He's out.
Okay, and do you have a starting lineup for tonight?
Reggie Jackson, Paul George, Terrence Mann, Marcus Morris, and Zoo.
All right, thank you, Ty.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Go to Justin Russo.
Ty, you sound tired. Did you get your pregame nap in?
I got it in.
All right, good. What kind of problems does this Houston Rockets team present with guys like Christian Wood, John Wall, guys who can just get downhill, play at a fast tempo, and give you guys problems if you don't take care of the ball as much as you want to?
Like I said, John Wall's an all-star. Christian Wood's been playing great since he's been here. You have Kelly Olynyk, who's a great veteran. They added House tonight, who, John Wall and House been playing our last game. Avery Bradley coming off the bench, so they have talent. And like I said, when John Wall's playing, they are a different team. So, we can't take this team lightly. It's going to be a tough game for us tonight. We understand that. But we have to come in with the right mindset and continue to work on the habits we've been trying to build over the last 6 months.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Go to Miriam.
Hey Ty, sorry I got in a little late. So, but I just want to. Obviously, DeMarcus was here earlier this year. I guess what's his mindset coming back and playing these guys? And obviously, they made it possible that he could join you guys. So it's sort of worked out.
I couldn't really hear you, Miriam. It was kind of loud.
Here, does this make a difference? I don't know. Hello, can you hear me now?
It's a little better.
A little better. Sorry, my computer is janky. I wanted to ask about DeMarcus and sort of like what he's meant to you guys, and obviously him coming back to Houston tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's meant a lot. I think coming in and filling that void of having, a traditional 5-man, post up, play on the block, go alongside Zoo while Serge has been out. He's been great. A great teammate. He's come in, he's giving us a post presence, and when teams are double teaming, he's making the right play and the right pass. And like I said, last game, just being in a short amount of minutes and taking 3 charges, it was huge for us. So, coming back to Houston, I'm sure he wants to play well. But like I said, we all got to play well because it's going to be a tough game for us tonight.
So we go to Tomer.
Hey Ty, good to see you. Before the season, PG kind of said that he didn't feel like he was utilized the right way last year. He didn't feel like he was in the best spots. And I'm curious, like it seems like he's really finding his spots now, whether Kawhi's in or out, whoever's in the lineup, he's really getting to his spots and scoring. I'm wondering, like, when you as a coach, like you're watching footage, are you watching footage of like his OKC year or like what happened last year and like how to better position it? Like, what are you looking for to get him in the best positions on the court to score?
Just seeing him play, throughout the course of, his career, and then playing against him when he was in Indiana and all the playoff series. And, the things that he was, was dangerous in. And for me, I just wanted to put the ball in his hands more, let him make all the reads and all the plays and passes out of the pick and roll, whether they turn the ball over or not. Just something, it was new to him, but having him kind of play that point guard role. And he's taking, huge steps in that regard of just, making plays for himself and for his teammates. And then want to bring him off more pin downs and screens just to kind of move him around so teams can't lock into where he's at on the floor. And so, like I said, our coaching staff has just been looking at different ways to keep him involved, keep him engaged, catching the ball in his spots, and then just put him in the right spots where he's able to do that. So nothing that we watched with OKC or anything like that. We're just being on the team last year and just seeing some different things that we can do with him.
Is the conversation about like spots for him on the court, is that like just the beginning of the season conversation, or are these ongoing conversations throughout the year?
It was early on in the season, before the season, early on, and you're always just trying to find ways to, for your best players just to move them around so teams can't get locked into them and know where they are on the floor. So if we can bring them off pin downs and picker actions and stagger actions, just to move them around a little bit, and if he don't have a shot, then we can run into the pick and roll, which I think our guys have been doing a good job with that. So just keep moving around, just keep trying to hide him throughout the course of the offense, and when the ball's in his hands, we know he can make plays.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks. Looks like we have 2 questions left. We'll go to Mason.
Hey, Coach. You've talked about a lot this season how you guys have just not had a lot of practice time. How much of that is the shortened, condensed season and the quick turnaround from last year, and how much of it is you guys have a veteran team? You don't really older team. How much of it is it just like they don't need that much practice time, or is it more just you want to keep them rested and healthy?
Well, I mean, practice, it depends on how you take it. A lot of guys talk about, playing up and down and stuff like that. I say practice more so. But just having walkthroughs of just defensively and offensively, just walking through so you can work on execution. And we have a lot of those with our shoot arounds and when we have our film sessions and just being able to, take 20, 30 minutes to walk through the things we need to work on and continue to keep getting better at. So, like I said, it's a short, condensed season. So it ain't going to be a lot of practice and a lot of 5-on-5 things like that. But you still can work on the things you need to work on in a short amount of time without killing the guys, without the guys being on their legs a lot. So we try to do the best we could at taking advantage of all the time we've had so far this season.
Thanks. Go to Farbod.
Hey, Coach, we've heard, a couple of the players talk about the chemistry of this team and how guys genuinely believe in each other, and they know whether it's Yogi Ferrell or DeMarcus Cousins or someone on a 10-day, they believe in them. How does a culture like that get established? Is it from the start of the season, or is it like a certain moment or a certain game where things kind of come together? Because I know they looked at the Hawks game as a big turnaround point for them as well.
I think it's something we try to incorporate the start of the season, and like offense or like defense, it takes time, and I give PG and Kawhi credit. They stayed on these guys, they work with these guys, they're always around, always trying to do things together, and that's how you build camaraderie. And they've done a great job with that. I think our coaching staff has done a great job with that as well, of just being poised, always there for the guys when guys want to work, always getting guys to work when they don't feel like it. Showing film, staying on guys, holding guys accountable, and telling guys the truth. So I think it's all of us combined. I think the coaching staff are doing a great job. I think the players are doing a great job. I mean, Kawhi and PG, who's the leader of the team, they've really taken initiative to make sure that we have the camaraderie, that we have the trust, and that we continue to keep building that camaraderie going forward.